Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say has the power to change your entire future. You see, most people never rise in life, not because they're not smart, not because they're not talented, but because they never learn how to build powerful relationships. They stay trapped in small circles, surrounded by average mindsets, complaining about the world while watching others rise to the top. But the Stoics, the ancient masters of power, discipline, and emotional control, they understood one truth: your network becomes your destiny. Marcus Aurelius didn't become emperor because he was lucky. Seneca didn't become one of the richest men in Rome because life gifted him success. They understood how to connect, how to influence, and how to stand in the presence of powerful people without fear, without insecurity, and without losing themselves. And if you want to rise today, if you want to build a life that breaks limits, opens doors, and puts you in rooms where power lives, then you must learn these same laws. This video will give you 13 Stoic laws that powerful men across history used to connect with kings, emperors, warriors, CEOs, investors, and leaders. These laws will help you climb socially, not through manipulation, not through fake behavior, but through the most masculine forces of all: character, discipline, and inner strength. So sit down, focus, and absorb every word, because if you understand these 13 laws deeply, you'll never walk into a room the same way again. You'll carry yourself like a Stoic, speak with clarity, move with confidence, and powerful people will feel it the moment you arrive. Let's begin. Law 1. Build yourself before you build connections. The Stoics believed that no external relationship can save a man who has not mastered himself. Most people rush to network because they feel empty, they feel behind, they want powerful people to fix their life. But Stoicism teaches the opposite path. You must first become disciplined in private before you are respected in public. Powerful people are extremely sensitive to energy. They can feel chaos, insecurity, and desperation immediately. If your life is disorganized, your habits are weak, and your mind is unstable, no amount of talking will impress them. But when you are calm, focused, and self-controlled, you carry weight without effort. Wake up early, train your body, train your mind, keep promises to yourself. This inner order becomes visible to others without words. Law 2. Master emotional control at all times. Stoicism is emotional discipline, not emotional suppression, but emotional mastery. Powerful people live in pressure. They face decisions, risks, and responsibility daily. They do not trust emotional, reactive people. They trust those who remain steady when things become uncomfortable. When you meet someone powerful, never rush your words, never overreact, never laugh too hard, never try to fill silence. Silence is not weakness, silence is strength. When you control your emotions, you control your presence. And when you control your presence, people listen even when you say very little. Law 3. Let silence speak for you. Epictetus taught that wisdom often enters through silence. In conversations with powerful people, your goal is not to dominate the discussion. Your goal is to understand the person in front of you. Observe how they speak. Observe what excites them. Observe what irritates them. Most people talk to be seen. Stoics listen to see clearly. When you listen deeply, people feel respected. They feel understood. And powerful people value understanding more than flattery. Silence makes others lean towards you. Silence creates gravity. Silence makes your words matter when you finally speak. Law 4. Never approach power empty-handed. Stoicism is about contribution, not consumption. When you approach powerful people, ask yourself one question first. What value do I bring? This does not mean money. It means usefulness, insight, loyalty, skill, stability, solutions. Powerful people are constantly surrounded by people who want something. Rare are those who offer something. When you become someone who reduces stress instead of creating it, you instantly stand above the crowd. Even small value, offered sincerely, builds respect, and respect is the foundation of all powerful relationships. Law 5. Develop a calm, grounded, stoic presence. Presence is power. The Stoics understood this deeply. How you stand, how you walk, how you breathe, all of it communicates your inner state. Nervous energy repels power. Calm energy attracts it. When you enter a room, do not rush. Let your body relax. Breathe slowly. Keep your movements controlled. This signals confidence without arrogance. People feel safe around those who are calm, and powerful people protect what feels safe and stable. Law 6. Do not seek approval, seek respect. Most people try to be liked. Stoics try to be honorable. There is a massive difference. Approval is emotional and temporary. Respect is earned and lasting. When you speak truth calmly, when you stand by your values, when you do not change your personality to impress, powerful people take notice. They are tired of yes men. They are tired of masks. They want real people who can stand firm. When you stop chasing approval, your confidence becomes authentic, and authenticity is extremely rare.
Law 7. Ask questions that show depth, not desperation. Most people speak because they are afraid of silence. Stoicism teaches the opposite lesson. Silence is not empty. Silence is powerful. When you meet powerful people, your questions reveal more about you than your answers ever will. Weak questions show insecurity. Desperate questions show need. But calm, thoughtful questions show depth, intelligence, and self-control. A Stoic does not ask questions to impress. He asks to understand. He is curious, not hungry. He does not rush the conversation forward. He lets it unfold naturally. When you ask a powerful person a meaningful question, you give them something rare, the space to reflect, to teach, and to feel respected rather than used. Most people ask shallow questions because they want quick results. Stoics think long-term. They ask questions that allow wisdom to surface slowly. Powerful people live in a world where everyone wants something from them. When you ask questions that show genuine interest in their journey, their struggles, and their thinking, you separate yourself from the crowd. You become memorable, not because you spoke the most, but because you listened the best. And in that listening, trust begins to grow. Law 8. Never be intimidated by status, title, or power. Stoicism teaches freedom from external things. Titles, money, fame, and authority are external. They can be respected, but they must never control your emotions. The moment you feel small in the presence of power, you lose your inner balance, and powerful people feel this immediately. A Stoic stands calm and grounded in every room. He does not lower his head, but he does not raise his ego either. He understands that every powerful person is still human, subject to fear, doubt, and uncertainty. When you internalize this truth, intimidation disappears. Your voice becomes steady. Your posture becomes strong. Your presence becomes equal. Powerful people respect those who are not impressed by power. They are used to admiration. They are surrounded by people who act differently around them. When you remain the same, Calm, respectful, composed, you signal emotional independence. And emotional independence is one of the most powerful traits a man can have. Law 9. Become a man whose word cannot be doubted. In Stoic philosophy, character is everything, and character is revealed through consistency. If you say you will do something, do it. If you cannot do it, say nothing. Powerful people build their lives on trust. They make decisions that affect many others. They cannot afford unreliable people around them. Most people destroy opportunities without realizing it. They promise too much. They deliver too little. Stoics do the opposite. They promise less, but deliver fully. Over time, this creates a reputation that speaks louder than any introduction. Your name becomes associated with reliability, strength, and maturity. Powerful people remember who made their life easier and who made it harder. When your word becomes solid, doors open quietly. You may not see it immediately, but behind closed doors, your name is mentioned with respect. That is how real social climbing happens, not loudly, but steadily. Law 11. Stop chasing rooms, start building value. The Stoics never chased status. They focused on virtue, excellence, and usefulness. In modern life, this means building something meaningful, skills, knowledge, results that others genuinely need. When you chase rooms, you appear needy. When you build value, rooms chase you. Powerful people are drawn to competence. They respect those who are good at what they do and take pride in mastery. When you focus deeply on your craft, your confidence becomes grounded. Your words carry weight. Social climbing is not about being everywhere. It is about being needed in the right places. When your value is real, invitations come naturally. And when they do, you enter as an equal, not as a guest begging for approval. Law 12. Remain calm and rational under pressure. Pressure reveals who you truly are. Stoicism trains the mind to remain calm when emotions rise. Powerful people operate in environments where pressure is constant. They do not trust those who panic, complain, or blame others. When challenges appear, a Stoic pauses. He breathes. He thinks. He responds with reason, not emotion. This ability is extremely rare and extremely valuable. People remember who stayed calm when things went wrong. If powerful people see that you can handle stress without losing control, they trust you with greater responsibility. Responsibility leads to access. Access leads to influence, and influence leads to power. Law 13. Practice patience and think in years, not moments. Stoicism is long-term thinking. It rejects urgency driven by ego. Real relationships are built slowly. Trust cannot be rushed. Respect cannot be forced. Powerful connections grow through time, consistency, and shared experience. Most people rush conversations, rush favors, rush results. This creates pressure. Pressure creates resistance. A Stoic removes pressure by being patient. He allows relationships to develop naturally. He does not push. He does not chase. He stays steady. Powerful people feel safe around those who are not in a hurry. Patience signals maturity. Maturity signals leadership, and leadership attracts power. When you think in years instead of days, your entire approach to networking changes, and so do your results. Now understand this clearly. Networking is not about collecting names. It is about becoming a man worth remembering. The Stoic path is not fast, it is not flashy, but it is unbreakable. When you master yourself, you master how others see you. When you master your emotions, your presence becomes strong. When you master discipline, your reputation builds itself. And when you stop chasing power, power begins to notice you. Carry these laws with you every day. Not just when you meet important people, but in how you live, think, and act when no one is watching. That is where real power begins. This is Stoic philosophy wisdom. Stay disciplined, stay calm, stay dangerous in silence. Your rise has already begun.